My precious child, pause right here, right now. Do not rush, do not scroll, do not let your mind scatter to 10 other worries. Breathe. I brought you to this moment on purpose. You didn't wander here by chance. I guided your steps because your spirit is ready to hear what I would not allow you to carry before today. I heard every word, saw every tear, and walked beside you through every silent office hallway where you felt small and unseen. Listen closely. This is an appointed doorway. What I say now will steady your heart and guard your path. You wonder if you are imagining the patterns, if you are reading too much into the glances, the questions that poke but do not care, the smiles that feel like veils. You are not imagining the atmosphere. I see what you cannot. I weigh motives you do not have to measure. I am revealing this not to make you fearful, but to make you wise. My beloved child, I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you discernment, power, love, and a sound mind. Let these words be a blanket over your shoulders and a light in your hands. You are safe with me while you listen. Hear me. That place you call work is not just a job. It is a training ground, a proving place, a field where seeds of character and vision are planted and tested. Desks and deadlines are not random. They are instruments in my hand. Meetings, emails, and casual conversations become classrooms where I refine your patience, your restraint, your integrity. Promotions in my kingdom are not measured only by titles or salaries. They are measured by what your heart does when it is observed, how your tongue behaves when it is provoked, and how your feet move when the path is unclear. In that space, I have been cultivating roots in you that no public wind can uproot. Listen again. Someone is studying you, not to honor you, but to measure you, not to celebrate you, but to assess where your walls are thin and where your words run ahead of your wisdom. This is not a call to paranoia, it is a call to precision. I am exposing the dynamic so you will not be baited into performing or pressed into oversharing. I am teaching you the holy art of restraint, the protection that hides within quiet obedience. You are not powerless, you are being positioned, and one of your greatest shields in this season is silence at the right time. Do not announce your next step. Do not lay your blueprint on tables that never prayed for you. Do not hand your strategy to those who only want to time their move against yours. My beloved, there is strength in being unhurried and unseen for a little while. There is victory in letting me do the announcing. Your silence is not fear. Your silence is faith. Your quiet is not weakness. Your quiet is wisdom. When you trust me enough to close your mouth, you create room for my hand to open the right doors without interference. I am the one who guided your resume when you didn't know which path to take. I am the one who sat with you through the long afternoon that drained your hope. I am the one who heard the private prayer you whispered on your commute. God, please show me what to do. This is my answer. Be still in your speech. Be precise in your sharing. Be faithful in your work, and let me be the one who interprets your value. Say less so I can do more. Guard your words so I can guard your way. My precious child, within the next few minutes, as you listen, I will calm the racing thoughts that make you over-explain yourself. I am settling your nervous system now. The knots in your stomach do not guide you, my peace does. Where anxiety has been the loudest voice, I am quieting it. I am placing a steadying weight of assurance in your chest, so you can receive the rest of what I will say without spiraling. Feel my nearness, feel my hand upon your shoulder. You have not been abandoned in that workplace. You have been accompanied by me at every desk, in every room, beneath every fluorescent light. You looked around and said, "Why do they watch me but not help me?" You wondered, "Why do my ideas suddenly appear from another mouth?" I saw it. I watched the exchange. I am not indifferent. I am not delayed. I am deliberate. Hear the clarity of my voice. You do not need to prove yourself on their timeline. You do not need to defend what I will vindicate. Your assignment right now is obedience. Move quietly, listen for my timing, and keep your spirit uncluttered by offense. I am teaching you how to carry favor without advertising it, how to walk with authority without needing applause. Not every ear is a safe ear. Not every question is a trustworthy question. Not every "how are you" is born of care. I will teach you the difference. I will whisper, "Not this one," and I will highlight, "Share here." You will learn the cadence of my yes and my not yet, and it will keep you from avoidable wounds. Let your excellence speak where your words do not. Let your consistency announce what your lips withhold. Your restraint will protect what I am forming in secret. Do not be dismayed, my dear one. You are not behind. You are not overlooked by me. There is no board, no backroom, no spreadsheet that can outrun my plan. I am the author of your future, the keeper of your name, the defender of your reputation. I have written chapters you have not yet read, and they do not require your panic to unfold. Stay with me in this moment. Keep listening. I will walk you through practical wisdom, boundary setting, inner healing, and the quiet path to promotion that no watcher can sabotage. But for now, take this first step. Say less. Move softly. Let me lead. Right now, place your hand over your heart and breathe. Tell your mind, be still. Tell your spirit, I trust. I am here. I am near. I am not late. I am aligning things you cannot see and shielding you from traps you will never have to discover. Your obedience in this small thing, guarding your words, embracing quiet, will open large doors in due time. You didn't arrive here by accident. You arrived here because I love you too much to let you walk unguarded. Listen closely, my child. Your silence is part of your protection, and I will teach you when to speak so your words become keys and not leaks. My precious child, I saw the smile and the motive behind it. I saw the shift in air when you walked into the room, the way a joke landed like a test, the sudden friendliness that felt like a net instead of a hand. You noticed it too, the subtle change in tone, the follow-up questions that sounded curious but reached a little too far, the way someone began to echo your phrases in meetings as if they were their own discovery. You felt your shoulders rise, your breath shorten, your words become cautious without knowing why. Listen closely. You are not imagining it. Your spirit is registering what your mind has not yet named. I am naming it for you now so that you can be wise without becoming afraid. I heard the hallway conversations that stopped when you turned the corner. I saw the email that added new eyes on the thread right after you shared an idea. I noticed the calendar invite that seemed harmless but was timed to pull your attention away from your core work. I saw who gets quiet when you speak, not from humility but from calculation. I saw who praises you in public to measure how you will respond in private. My beloved child, I witnessed every small shift you felt but could not explain. I hold the threads of every motive, and I am not exposing this to you to make you suspicious. I am awakening your discernment so you can walk in peace. Being watched can feel like pressure, like an invisible hand on your back, nudging you to perform, to over-explain, to defend decisions that did not need defense when I gave them to you. It can make you want to fill silence with proof. It can tempt you to speed up your delivery, to show your notes, your drafts, your process, just to quiet the feeling that you are under review. Hear me. You are not a product on a shelf to be sampled. You are a child under my covering, carrying an assignment under my timing. The gaze of others does not define your worth, and their attention cannot reduce what I have placed within you. There is a difference between healthy interest and strategic observation. Some ask because they want to learn and cheer you forward. They will invest, attribute, and protect. Others ask to gather, to imitate without honor, to position themselves one step ahead by standing on what you revealed too soon. Some will celebrate you to get closer to your seams. Some will invite you to share more, not to build with you, but to build over you. My dear one, I will teach you to discern. Healthy interest leaves you feeling strengthened and seen. Strategic observation leaves you feeling lighter in your pockets and heavier in your spirit. Healthy interest asks with consent and respects boundaries. Strategic observation feigns innocence while pressing past the line. Healthy interest multiplies trust. Strategic observation harvests information. You will know the difference because I will train your senses, not to fear, but to recognize. Listen to my voice. Not every compliment is covering. Not every clap is covenant. Some applause is surveillance. Some cheers are taken down as notes. Some smiles are mirrors, held up to catch your reflection and store it. Some handshakes are thermometers, checking the temperature of your momentum. But do not be alarmed. Do not harden. Do not perform for watchers, and do not wither beneath them. Keep your heart soft toward me and your steps firm in who I have named you to be. I am the one who measures you rightly. I am the one who weighs your work with fairness and love. I am the one who keeps record without malice and promotes without partiality. My beloved child, I am not just watching your workplace. I am inhabiting it with you. I went ahead of you into rooms you have not yet entered. I listened to words formed about you that never made it to your ears. I stood beside your chair when you wondered if you needed to add 3 more slides to justify what I had already instructed you to do. I placed peace on your tongue when you wanted to rush an answer. I guarded your file when someone scrolled too long. I corrected your path when a flattering invitation was really a detour. I am not late. I am not limited. I am Lord over atmosphere and outcome. Discernment is my gift to you in this hour. Discernment is not suspicion, it is sight. Discernment is not anxiety, it is alignment. Discernment does not make you jumpy, it makes you judicious. When discernment rises, fear does not have to. When I show you a motive, it is not to ignite rage, it is to anchor wisdom. You will learn to pause before you answer, to breathe before you explain, to ask me silently, is this a place to plant or a place to pass? And I will answer you. I will answer in a nudge, in a stillness, in a sudden clarity that says, keep this in your pocket. I will answer by lifting or lowering your peace, by brightening or dimming the inner green light you have come to recognize as my yes. Child, I also saw the honest ones, the colleagues who honor you behind your back, who celebrate you without tracking you. I will send them to you, and I will make the difference plain. You will not have to guess forever. I am untangling relationships. I am bringing to the surface what has lived in the shadows. I am making it simpler, not more complex. Where you have felt surrounded by fog, I am clearing the air. Where you have second-guessed your instincts, I am confirming them with my voice. Trust me to separate wheat from chaff, covenant from convenience, genuine support from strategic proximity. I know the temptation to defend yourself. I know the sting of seeing your insight presented without your name. I know the ache of laughing along with a joke that cuts you just so you do not seem too sensitive. I saw your restraint, and I am proud of you. I saw the email you did not send, the post you did not write, the meeting you entered with dignity after a sleepless night. I am not counting losses. I am cultivating strength. Every quiet yes to me has been building a steadiness that no watcher can unsettle. Hear me again. You are not powerless. You are not exposed. You are not at the mercy of those who track your steps. You are covered by me, and you are being trained by me. Your growing discernment will not make you bitter. It will make you better. Your wisdom will not turn you cold. It will make you clear. Your restraint will not erase you. It will establish you. I am teaching you how to be a thermostat in rooms full of thermometers. Now that you are waking up to this reality, you must learn to move without becoming reactive. You must learn to speak without spilling, to answer without arming those who seek advantage. You must learn to bless without binding yourself to what is unhealthy. I will walk you through it. How to let your excellence carry the conversation, how to set quiet boundaries, how to keep custody of your ideas until it is time to release them. I will teach you to step around traps, to smile without selling your secrets, to say, "Let me circle back while I finish forming what I put in you." Place your hand over your heart again, my child. Breathe in my peace. Exhale the pressure to prove. Feel the calm I am settling in your body now. Feel the weight of my covering on your shoulders. I am sharpening your discernment so you can rest, not so you can race. The lights you felt on your back are not stronger than the light I have placed within you. Keep listening. I will show you when to speak, when to stay silent, and how to walk through this with grace. We are moving from awareness to wisdom, from unease to anchored action. Stay close to my voice, and you will not stumble. My precious child, hear me now with a steady heart. Do not reveal this yet. Do not broadcast your next move. Do not explain your new opportunity. Do not outline your plan, your strategy, or your timeline. Hold it, guard it, keep it close until I say, release. Your next step is protected by restraint. Share only what I authorize, when I authorize it. This is not me shrinking you. This is me sheltering what is growing inside you. This is the power of holy restraint. Listen closely. Silence is not secrecy for ego. It is stewardship for destiny. There is a difference between hiding and holding. You are not hiding out of shame. You are holding what is forming so it can develop the strength to survive exposure. Seeds do not sprout on the sidewalk. They require soil and time. Dreams do not harden into structures under a spotlight. They are framed in the quiet. What I am building in you is still curing. To set it out too soon would invite hands that are eager but unclean, curious but uncommitted, smiling but unstable. When I ask you to be quiet, it is not because I am weak. It is because wisdom prevents avoidable warfare. My beloved child, I know the urge to share. News vibrates in your chest. Hope wants an audience. You want to be understood. You want to be celebrated. You want to soothe your own uncertainty by collecting opinions and approval. Breathe. Let me be your audience first. Let me be your applause. What I approve does not need a poll. The timing I set carries its own favor. If you rush to announce, you will recruit critics you do not need, attract copycats who did not count the cost, and awaken competitors who had not considered the path until you drew them a map. Keep your counsel. Let your work mature in the greenhouse of my presence. I will be practical with you. Do not overshare about interviews before, during, or immediately after. Not with the team that stands to lose you. Not with the colleague who treats curiosity as currency. Not in messages that travel further than you think. Speak when it is signed and sealed. And even then, speak with grace and brevity. Do not discuss promotions in motion. Do not narrate your one-on-one conversations with leadership to those who interpret access as ammunition. Do not list the project's leadership hinted might be yours. Do not share draft org charts. Do not detail your certifications in progress, trainings you have been invited to quietly, or the stretch assignment you are piloting under confidentiality. These are not secrets to feed pride. They are stewardships to protect purpose. Do not present your side projects as proof of your brilliance to those who only need a blueprint to run ahead of you. If I have given you a prototype, a system, a framework, a book outline, or a product idea, Let it breathe with me. Let it sit under the weight of my wisdom until it can walk on its own legs. You are not required to build in public when I have instructed you to build in peace. Do not disclose salary shifts to those who weaponize comparison. You are not their benchmark, and they are not your counsel. Allow me to settle you so that your provision does not provoke their envy or their panic. Do not recount leadership conversations to the lunch table. Lunch tables leak if I place you in a room. I do not need you to prove you were there by narrating the meeting to others. Your fruit will testify in due time. Child, I am not asking you to become suspicious or stiff. I am asking you to become strategic and still. There is a rhythm to revelation. There are assignments that live in stages, and each stage has a covering. New shoots cannot sustain a storm. Neither can fresh plans bear the weight of unsolicited opinion. I am keeping unnecessary wind from them by keeping unnecessary words from you. When people ask, you may answer without offering yourself. You may say, I'm focused on what's in front of me, and leave it there. You may say, I'll share more when it's appropriate, and let the quiet be your boundary. This is obedience, not avoidance. This is faith, not fear. Understand the consequence I am protecting you from. Speaking too soon can draw battles you do not need to fight. It can convert curiosity into competition, concern into control, and casual conversation into a conflict you did not consent to. It can delay what I would have delivered swiftly, not because I am unable, but because I honor the laws of wisdom I established. Many wars are won before they begin, by refusing to give the enemy your map. Many projects succeed not because the plan was perfect, but because the plan was protected. I am not limiting your impact. I am limiting your exposure until impact is ready to carry itself without collapse. My dear one, remember what I told you. Not every ear is a safe ear. Some questions do not merit your molecules. Some invitations are less about collaboration and more about data capture. Some, so what's next for you? Probes are not pastoral, they are positional. Let me teach you to feel when your piece drops as you begin to answer. Let me interrupt you mid-sentence with a gentle, that's enough. Let me show you how to smile and pivot, how to affirm without affirming access, how to honor people without handing them your process. Do not confuse privacy with smallness. You are not small because you are quiet. You are not less because you share less. Privacy woven from obedience becomes a cloak of favor. It keeps heat in while the structure forms. It keeps flies out while the honey thickens. Your work is not diminished by being unseen for a season. It is deepened. Your voice is not muted. It is being tuned. What I will ask you to say later will carry a weight that your earlier words could not. Wait with me. Hold with me. Trust me. I will also guard your reputation as you practice restraint. Some will misread your quiet as arrogance, your focus as detachment, your boundaries as distance. Let them read. I am the one who writes your true story. Your assignment is not to correct every misinterpretation. Your assignment is to stay aligned. Your fruit will answer what your explanations cannot. Your integrity will outlast their projections. Your consistency will become a language they cannot refute. Let your yes be yes to me. Let your no be no to the unwise pressure to narrate what should be nurtured. Child, I see where you wanted to post it. I see the caption you drafted. I see the message you almost sent because you were excited, because you wanted someone to clap, because you were afraid it would fall apart if you didn't lock it in with public momentum. Hear me. You do not need the scaffolding of public hype when you have the foundation of my hand. You do not need to bind your future to announcements. Bind your future to my voice. I am enough witness for your beginning. I will provide the right witnesses for your unveiling. This holy restraint is not forever. It is for a window, and you will know the window because I will open it. You will feel my release. The words will come with peace, not pressure. The share will serve the assignment, not your anxiety. The announcement will be an act of obedience, not a bid for validation. Until then, let me be the keeper of your drafts, the guardian of your goals, the carrier of your timeline. I am not late. I am not stalling. I am strengthening what you will soon stand on. Now, breathe. Place your hand over your heart, my beloved child. Feel how your body responds to permission not to perform. Let the urgency to explain drain out of your shoulders. Receive the dignity of moving with me, deliberate, quiet, sure. You are not under surveillance. You are under sovereignty. You are not powerless. You are being prepared, and your preparation demands a measured mouth. Keep your circle small while I enlarge your territory. Keep your counsel clean while I clarify your steps. Keep your focus on excellence while I order the promotion that does not need your PR. I will teach you what to withhold, and I will teach you what to offer. I will show you the safe conversations, the right moments, the trustworthy partnerships. But first, hear my command without argument. Do not reveal this yet. Hold the line of holy restraint. Protect what I am forming, and as you obey, I will wrap you in peace that steadies your gaze, quiets your nerves, and anchors your pace. Now that you know what not to say, I will show you what to do instead. How to stay rooted, how to carry yourself in rooms where you are observed, and how to walk in calm authority while I handle the watching eyes. My precious child, now listen closely. When you feel eyes on you, do not rush into a performance. Do not contort yourself to fit a lens you did not choose. Do not inflate your pace to outrun suspicion or shrink your presence to avoid envy. The pressure to prove is a counterfeit calling. It is not your assignment. When the gaze tightens, your breath tends to shorten, your shoulders climb, your words tumble over each other as if they can purchase peace. They cannot. Peace is not bought by over-explaining. Favor is not secured by overworking. Honor is not sustained by over-pleasing. Breathe, my beloved, slow down. Set your feet on the ground beneath your desk. Drop your shoulders, lengthen your exhale. You are not a performer on a stage. You are a steward on a path I have drawn. You have been tempted to narrate your competence because someone else narrates your absence. You have been tempted to add 20% more effort, not because the work requires it, but because the watchers demand it with their silence. You have been tempted to say yes to tasks that do not belong to you, to answer emails before dawn because you fear being labeled detached, to volunteer details no one asked for so they cannot accuse you later of hiding. Hear me. This is not excellence. This is anxiety wearing the mask of diligence. Excellence moves from identity. Anxiety moves from fear. Excellence stays consistent. Anxiety spikes, then crashes. Excellence is rooted. Anxiety performs. Do not perform for watchers. Stay rooted in who I named you to be. I name you now with words that anchor rather than agitate. I call you steady. When atmospheres swirl, your center in me will hold. I call you capable. Your work does not wobble just because opinions do. I call you favored. My hand opens what your hustle could not. I call you disciplined. Your patterns will carry you on days when your feelings waver. And above all, I call you mine. Let these names cancel the noise. Let them become your inner weather when outer weather shifts without warning. Say it in your heart, even now. I am steady. I am capable. I am favored. I am disciplined. I am his. Let your pulse take its cues from my voice. My dear one, identity is not a motivational slogan. It is your shelter. When you stand inside who I say you are, the need to manage everyone's perception loosens its grip. You no longer barter your peace for their approval. You no longer donate your time to insecurity audits. You no longer edit yourself for applause. Watch the shift. When you are rooted, you answer slowly. You choose words that fit your mandate. You decline assignments that breed resentment. You accept feedback without swallowing shame. Rooted people are not brittle. They bend and do not break. Rooted people are not noisy. They are clear. Rooted people do not chase credit. They cultivate fruit. Listen to me. When curiosity approaches you with bright eyes and empty hands, do not let it rush your timeline or steal your joy. You do not owe instant clarity to anyone who asks for it. You are allowed to be in process. You are allowed to be in prayer. You are allowed to be unready. Breathe before you answer. Ask me under your breath what serves the assignment. Wait for the sense of release I have been training in you. If it does not come, let your no be gentle and your quiet be firm. This is emotional containment, keeping your river within its banks so it waters your field instead of flooding it. Containment is not coldness, it is kindness with a spine. It is warmth without leakage. It is the ability to hold your joy intact when someone tries to weigh it, price it, or pre-sell it for their agenda. Containment allows you to celebrate privately without advertising prematurely, to endure scrutiny without absorbing its storyline, to carry a heavy day without scattering the weight across people who cannot help you carry it. You will practice it like breathwork. Inhale my truth. Exhale the need to perform. Inhale identity. Exhale impression management. Inhale assignment. Exhale anxiety. Do not mistake kindness for capitulation. You can be gracious without giving away your guard. You can be generous without being gutted. Integrity is your quiet confidence, doing what is right when no one claps, completing what you promised without narrating the sacrifice, speaking with respect even when you were not given any. Integrity is your pace setter when adrenaline begs you to sprint. Watch how it works. Integrity tells your mouth to keep its measure, your eyes to stay honest, your deadlines to be real, your numbers to be clean, your hours to reflect contribution, not theater. Integrity makes no spectacle. It makes a statement. It says, I am not for sale, not for show, not for spinning. When watchers discover you will not dance to their tempo, some will wander, others will adapt. Either way, you remain unchanged at your core. My beloved child, I saw the moments you almost snapped. I saw the draft reply with sharp edges. I saw the sarcasm forming at the back of your throat, the weariness that made you want to throw precision away. I am proud of you for holding your tongue, for choosing gentleness without surrendering truth. Do not become what tested you. Do not mirror pettiness to prove you can survive it. Elevation will never require you to downgrade your character. Move with kindness that does not cower, with clarity that does not cut, with firmness that does not flare. I want you to practice a new rhythm when eyes are on you. First, turn inward toward me before you turn outward to the room. 2 breaths, 1 question to me. Who do you say I am here? Let the answer settle like a weight in your belly. Then act from that place. You will find you type slower, you choose fewer words. You erase a line you would have kept last month. You add a period where you used to add a paragraph. You will find the compulsion to fill silence with proof fades. Your rootedness becomes audible, measured tone, calm cadence, unhurried presence. This is not theatrics, this is authority. You fear that if you do not perform, you will be passed over. Hear me. Performance may get you noticed. Rootedness keeps you trusted. Performance spikes. Rootedness sustains. Performance begs for another stage. Rootedness builds a life. I am not grooming you for moments. I am growing you for stewardship. Those who study you will not be able to reproduce the root. They can copy style, not substance. Mimic phrasing, not formation. Echo plans, not presence. Your secret is not your script. Your secret is your source. Let this free you. You are not defined by office opinions, metrics, or shifting alliances. Metrics can inform, but they do not ordain. Opinions can sway, but they do not seal. Alliances can shift, but they do not anchor. I anchor, I ordain, I seal. I call you steady, capable, favored, disciplined, and mine. Wear these names like an undershirt, unseen but touching your skin, warming your core. When the AC of criticism blows, you will keep your heat. As you live from this rooted center, your work will clarify. Do excellent work because excellence is worship, not because you are under review. Be punctual because time is a trust, not because people are timing you. Prepare because diligence honors what I've given you, not because you are afraid they will catch you unready. Speak with kindness because your mouth represents my heart, not because you fear their backlash. Refuse defensiveness because truth is your defense. When correction is right, receive it humbly. When accusation is false, do not scramble. Stand. Your calm will confuse those who bait you. Your consistency will outlast those who watch you. Now feel the peace I am placing in your chest, like a stone that steadies a tent in wind. Your heart is stabilizing even as we speak, and notice what happens when the heart is stable. The mouth finds measure. This is where we are going next, my child, into the conversations that try to trap you and the questions you must answer carefully. But for now, anchor this truth deep. Do not perform for watchers. Stay rooted in who I named you to be, and let your rootedness conduct your responses, your pace, your presence. I am with you in every room. I am proud of how you are learning. Keep breathing. Keep your roots deep. I am making you unshakable. My precious child, lean in now. Your heart is steadying so your mouth can move with wisdom. This is where many fall, not in skill, not in effort, but in speech. Not every question deserves your full answer. Not every curious face is a safe place. Not every just wondering is a friend to your future. I am not calling you to suspicion. I am calling you to stewardship. Listen closely. Wisdom protects what favor is forming. You have heard them, the lines that sound light but carry hooks. Any big plans? So, are you leaving? What did your manager say in your one-on-one? How much did you get? Who are you close with on the leadership team? Where did that idea come from? Who told you that? What's your timeline? Are you interviewing? Is it true you were in that meeting? Some questions are not questions. They are fishing lines cast into your future, looking for leverage, gossip, or advance notice. Child, I see the motive you feel but can't quite name. I am teaching you to discern without fear. Discern intent by fruit. Do not discern by tone alone, by smile alone, by history alone. Ask yourself, when I share with this person, what happens afterward? Do my words return to me as rumors, as jokes in another room, as metrics suddenly weaponized? Does my honesty show up in someone else's presentation as their insight? Do I feel lighter after speaking, or do I feel exposed? Consider their trail. Do they protect confidences or distribute them with a laugh and a shrug? Do they carry correction back to you with care, or do they carry your comments forward without context? Good trees bear good fruit. Unsafe ears bear speed, spectacle, and sides. Safe ears produce prayer, protection, and practical help. Look at the fruit, then choose your measure. I will give you language, because my wisdom is not vague. It is actionable. When someone says, "Any big plans?" you may answer, "I'm focused on what's in front of me." Period. When they press, "Come on, you can tell me," you may reply, "I'll share more when it's appropriate." When they ask, "Are you leaving?" you may say, "I'm committed to doing excellent work right here, right now." If they ask, "What did your manager say?" you may say, "We're aligned on priorities." If they probe, "How much did you get?" you may answer, "I'm grateful and focused on stewardship." When they pry, "Who are you close with?" you may say, "I value the whole team." Neutral truth. Calm tone. No apology. No embellishment. No bait to bite. This is not avoidance. This is authority without advertisement. Hear me clearly. Do not lie to seem polite. Do not boast to seem powerful. Your power is not in performance. It is in precision. Speak the truth you are authorized to share. Leave out what belongs to the secret place where we plan together. Say less than you know without saying less than is right. When you are unsure, default to brevity and kindness. Brevity protects. Kindness disarms. Silence, used rightly, is not passive. It is protective. My beloved, oversharing is often a symptom of an undernourished heart craving validation. The urge to tell it all is the urge to be seen. Let me see you. The itch to announce is the itch to be affirmed. Let me affirm you. The compulsion to vent detail by detail is the compulsion to feel less alone. Let me be the one who sits with you in the crowded rooms of your mind. I heard every word you did not say. I saw every moment you were overlooked. Bring the ache to me. Bring the draft message to me. Bring the screenshots to me. I am enough audience for your processing. I am enough applause for your progress. When I am your first listener, you will not hand your heart to the nearest. Beware emotional venting to unsafe ears. Frustration, when poured into the insecure, becomes ammunition. Words said in weariness can, in their hands, return as weaponized narratives at the hour you least expect. The ones who say, "This is just between us," and then feast on someone else's between us are showing you their rhythm. Believe what they do, not just what they say. If they laugh at private pain in one room, they will likely carry yours into another. If they screenshot others, they will screenshot you. If they recruit you into triangulation, what did she say about him? They will recruit others into triangulation about you. Learn the red flags. Hurried curiosity, flattery followed by probing, requests for opinions about people instead of problems, secrecy that serves spectacle, and confessions that come with a price tag. Tell me, and I'll tell you. My child, you do not owe payment to belong. Let me show you green flags too, so you can recognize safe counsel. Safe people ask permission before sharing your words. Safe people summarize what you said to confirm, not to spin. Safe people protect your name when you are not in the room and give you credit when you are. Safe people bring solutions, not just tea. They slow down your anger, not speed it up. They cover your weakness in public and correct you in private. They do not need your access to feel important. They feel responsible to help you steward it well. I will bring such voices to you. Wait for them. Until then, keep your circle small and your words measured. Practice this rhythm with me. When a pointed question lands, do not rush. Inhale, exhale. Ask me under your breath what serves the assignment. Then answer in one sentence, not three. 1. End with a period, not a nervous paragraph. Then pivot with purpose. Change the focus to the work, to the project, to the shared goal. How can I support the deliverable this week? What's the next milestone we need to hit? How can we make this clearer for the client? Pivot and keep your peace. Watch how the room adjusts to your composure. Watch how clarity becomes your armor. When someone asks, "Is it true you were in that meeting?" you may say, "I'm focused on my responsibilities coming out of it." When they fish, "Who chose you for that assignment?" you may say, "Leadership makes those calls. I'm here to serve." When they pry, "Are you interviewing?" you may say, "I'm committed to stewarding today well." When they press timeline, "When is your announcement?" you may say, "In due time." You do not owe details to prove honesty. Honesty is not the same as disclosure. Boundaries do not contradict integrity. They protect it. Let me teach you one more guardrail. Do not process fresh wounds in public forums or wide threads. Journal first. Pray first. If needed, Speak with a wise mentor who has no stake in your politics, not a peer who earns influence by distributing the hottest take. Move slowly when you feel hot. Heat fogs judgment. You will miss nuance. You will overpay in words. Let me cool you. Come to me when your hands shake, when your jaw tightens, when drafts multiply. I am strong enough for both of us. I will help you separate fact from feeling, principle from pride, wisdom from the want to win. Child, remember this. People who bait you rarely stay for the cleanup. They want your quote, not your cause. They want your temperature, not your transformation. Do not give away tomorrow's leverage to today's pressure. Your future needs the quiet you keep now. Your favor is forming under my hand. Your words can shelter it or strip it. Choose shelter. I am not trying to make you small. I am making you strategic. You can be warm and wise. You can be friendly and guarded. You can be present and private. You can be clear and concise. You can love people and refuse to feed their appetite for information that is not theirs. This is maturity. This is leadership. This is excellence that does not bleed. Now, hear the shift I am leading you into. After guarding your speech, you must guard your spirit, because pressure is not satisfied with your words alone. It wants your heart. The slow drip of unfairness, the sting of being studied, the memory of questions that felt like traps, these can ferment into bitterness if you let them. And bitterness, my child, will chain your promotion to yesterday's pain. We will not allow that. You will release what tries to rot your roots, and you will step into a freedom that watchers cannot touch. But first, breathe. Lay your tongue under my authority. I will help you speak with measure, answer with dignity, and move with calm. Then together, we will tend your inner life, so the river stays clear, your heart stays soft, and your rise remains holy. My precious child, come closer. We have guarded your mouth. Now we must guard your heart. This is not optional. Do not ignore this moment. Your obedience in this moment will unlock the miracles I have prepared for you. I see the slow film that can creep over a tender spirit when you are watched and weighed, the creeping cynicism, the quiet suspicion, the choice to isolate for safety, the sharp edges that start to feel normal. It does not arrive as a storm. It arrives as a drift. A little eye roll here, a reflexive no there, a shortening patience in rooms where you used to be generous. Your smile becomes armor instead of joy. Your silence becomes punishment instead of wisdom. Your inner weather cools into resignation. That slow drift is bitterness beginning its work. I am stopping it now. Hear me. I am not exposing you to harm for sport. I am training you for elevation with clean hands and a guarded heart. What you interpret as constant scrutiny, I have allowed as strength training, not for paranoia, but for purity. I am building in you a resilience that does not require hardness. I am forming discernment that does not require disdain. I am shaping courage that does not require cruelty. The work I am giving you next requires hands that do not shake from secret fury and a voice that does not quiver with old grudges. Bitterness wants to sneak into that place and set up camp. We will not let it. We will evict it now. Child, release the urge to set them straight in public. I know the impulse. I have heard the rehearsed arguments you construct in the shower, in the car, in the quiet moments before sleep. I have watched you edit a sentence 12 different ways to land the blow and still look kind. I have seen the thread you keep as evidence, the receipts you carry in your pocket like stones. I do not shame you for this. I understand the ache for justice, but hear your father. I can vindicate you without making you become like what hurt you. Do not spend your anointing proving points. Do not trade your future for the small satisfaction of an online clap or a hallway hush. Your destiny is not a courtroom for petty trials. Lay the gavel down. Forgiveness is not permission for wrong to stand unchallenged. Forgiveness is freedom for you to stand unchained. You forgive not to excuse, but to exit. You forgive so your spirit stays light enough to carry the next level. You forgive because bitterness is a weight, and weighted hearts stumble right before the threshold. Let me name it clearly. Bitterness cannot travel with you into promotion. It will not fit through the door I am opening. It will snag on every edge and pull you backward. I will not let that happen if you will agree with me now. Breathe, my beloved. Unclench your jaw, lower your shoulders, place your hand over your chest and feel the drum of your own life. I am the one keeping that rhythm. Whisper with me, I release. Say it again, I release. Give me the names that make your stomach tense. Give me the faces that flicker when you close your eyes. Give me the late-night lines you keep perfecting. Give me the text you almost sent. Give me the nicknames you call them in private, the labels that harden your face. Give me the fear that if you do not strike first, you will be struck down. Give me the ache of being misread, misquoted, minimized. Hand it here. I am strong enough for both of us. Right here, right now, choose to forgive. Not because they asked, not because they deserve, because you belong to me and your heart is my sanctuary. Say this in your soul. I forgive to be free. I forgive to be whole. I forgive to be light. I forgive so I can hear God clearly. I forgive so I can move when He says, move. Let your shoulders drop as the chain comes loose. Feel where the heat has lived in your body begin to cool. Peace is rushing in like water over ember. Let it. Do not snatch the ember back. I am quenching it. I know your question. But what about justice? What about truth? Child, I am justice and I am truth. I do not lose track. I do not misplace evidence. I am not sleeping while others scheme. I weigh motives you cannot see and stop plots you never know were aimed at you. My timing is not slow. It is precise. When I act, I wrap righteousness and mercy together, so no one is destroyed by your vindication, not even you. Trust my scales. I will settle accounts without shattering your tenderness. Bitterness promises protection, but it is a prison dressed in armor. It narrows your sight. It makes you assign malice where there is only immaturity. It makes you hear insult where there is only ignorance. It makes you swat at shadows and miss the hand I am extending. When bitterness loosens, clarity returns. You will see people with accurate size, not larger than life, not smaller than love. You will remember that some who watched were not plotting, they were learning. You will be able to separate wolves from the worried, manipulators from the merely insecure. This is why you must release so your discernment can function without the static of rage. Come, let us do a holy exchange. Place before me the catalog of small cuts, the forgotten invitation, the idea taken and presented by another, the meeting you were not told about, the performance review that praised your work and trimmed your raise, the birthday everyone remembered for them and missed for you, the bright question that was a trap, the smirk you caught across the room, the flattery that turned to a rumor, the thank you that never came. They stack up like receipts in your soul's drawer. Empty it now. Hand me the stack. I will not waste your pain. I will turn it into wisdom that does not wound. I will also ask this of you. Bless those who have wronged you, not with access, not with secrets, not with roles they aren't fit to carry, but with a prayer spoken from the safety of my presence. Speak it under your breath even now. I release them to God's hands. May truth find them. May mercy reach them. May growth change them. In doing this, you are not reopening old doors. You are locking the prison from the outside and walking away free. You are refusing to be a curator of their consequences. You are choosing to be a steward of your calling. My beloved child, I am proud of you. I feel your heart soften. I see your eyes clear. Notice how, as the roots untangle from resentment, You breathe deeper. This is more than a feeling. This is the return of guidance. Where bitterness blinded, now you will recognize which doors I am opening and which I am closing. You will stop chasing invitations I have not signed. You will stop mourning rooms I have sealed for your good. You will start seeing the green lights I have been flashing, the quiet yes hiding behind what looked like a no. Your discernment will feel cleaner. Your boundaries will feel kinder. Your pace will match my timing. Listen closely. From this place of release, I will protect you in ways that require no announcements. I will turn hearts without your speech. I will reorder tables without your hands. I will usher you into rooms where watchers cannot block and into roles their metrics cannot measure. But for now, keep your heart light. Keep your mouth measured. Keep your focus on the assignment in front of you. When I whisper move, you will not hesitate because bitterness will not be dragging at your ankles. Stay with me in this softness. When the memory stings again, and sometimes it will, return here quickly. Do not let it recruit you back into the old debate. Breathe, say their names to me, and bless them again. This is how chains stay broken, not by one dramatic act alone, but by consistent choosing of freedom over fury, presence over performance, trust over retaliation. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are mine. Now, child, feel the quiet in your chest. Feel the steadiness I am placing there. With that steadiness, we will look at your story again, not as rejection, but as protection. Doors that shut were not proof of your smallness. They were shields around your becoming. And as you keep your heart unchained, you will see it clearly. I am leading you, step by protected step. My precious child, stay right here with me. Keep your hand on that quiet I placed in your chest. We are going to walk back through the hallways of your memory, not to reopen wounds, but to point out the fingerprints of my protection where you only saw rejection. You did not miss your destiny. You did not fall behind. You did not get forgotten by me while others raced ahead. Listen closely. What felt like no was often my yes to something better. What looked like a shut room was the shield I raised between you and a table that would have devoured your peace. I saw the role you wanted, the one that seemed made for your skill and history. I watched you polish your answers, ready your calendar, map your first 90 days in your head. And then you were bypassed. The ache was real. The silence after the decision felt like proof that you were small, unseen, undervalued. Child, I was there. I closed that door because the leader over that role did not have the oil to cover you. Their insecurity would have turned your excellence into a threat. Their flattery would have bound you to favors. Had you accepted that title then, you would have entered a room where your gift was needed, but your soul was not nurtured. I chose your wholeness over their hurry. I chose your future over their moment. I saw when your idea walked into a meeting wearing someone else's mouth. I saw when your metrics blossomed while someone else's name was read off the report. You felt erased. You questioned your generosity. You wondered if contribution without credit was foolishness. Hear me, not a single seed you planted went uncounted by my hand. I used that season to purify your motive so that your generosity would not die the first time applause did not arrive. I guarded you from an addiction to being seen so that you could carry influence that cannot be taken by being ignored. I saw the calendar invite that never came, the meeting you learned about in the hallway where you caught that look and felt the watchfulness sharpen. You asked me, why was I not included? Why was I left out? Child, I kept you from rooms that were not aligned with your assignment. Had you been there then, you would have been drafted into alliances I never signed. You would have been asked to co-sign a direction I never blessed. I hid you to keep your name clean. I withheld you to keep your discernment sharp. I delayed your entrance so you would not be trapped by gratitude to the wrong gatekeeper. What you have called delay, I call architecture. I have been building something in you that can uphold the blessing I am bringing to you. If you had risen earlier, you would have been surrounded by voices not assigned to your destiny. Voices that measure worth by access, not by calling. Voices that react to optics more than to wisdom. Voices that would clap for your leap but sabotage your landing. I waited until your ears could tell the difference between counsel and curiosity, until your heart could prefer obedience to applause. I am not slow. I am precise. I was not ignoring you. I was insulating you. Look at your growth, my beloved. You are steadier now. You do not sprint to perform when eyes are on you. You do not bleed your process into rooms that trade in rumor. Your silence has become sanctuary, not a sentence. Your answers have shortened and strengthened. Your yes is cleaner. Your no is kinder. You can hold correction without collapsing into shame. You can hold opportunity without inflating into pride. You can look at a closed door and ask, Father, what are you shielding me from? Before you accuse me of absence. These are not small shifts. These are signs of readiness. This is not stagnation. This is strength maturing in hiddenness. I have been growing your roots where watchers could not applaud and where critics could not uproot. The public platform you long for cannot sustain a private storm you haven't learned to calm with me. So I taught you to breathe in boardrooms. I taught you to pray in bathrooms. I taught you to write with clarity, to present with peace, to listen beyond tone into truth. I taught you the slow craft of excellence that does not need a spotlight to exist. I was shaping your character in places where no one clapped, so that when they do clap, your values will not slip from your hands. Hear me, the watchers do not govern your timeline. Their opinions do not set your seasons. Their projections are not my prophecies. The calendar of heaven concerning you does not live in their notebooks. I hold the appointment. I hold the hour. I hold the sequence by which doors open and responsibilities shift. I can turn a heart overnight, or I can hold you in a holy pattern until the weather around you clears. I am the one who kept the plane in a holding pattern, so you would not try to land in a storm. You were not circling aimlessly. Air traffic control was love. Do not despise the rooms you served in, while no one mentioned your name. Do not curse the spreadsheets, the drafts, the iterations, the quiet contributions that only a handful ever saw. Those were not throwaways. Those were the fingerprints of faithfulness on your future. In those tasks, I trained your eye for detail and your hand for steadiness. In those cycles, I burned out the need to be first and replaced it with the joy of being faithful. I taught you to hear my internal green light more than the external drumbeat of pressure. Child, the hidden season was not punishment. It was protection and precision. Consider what might have happened had I opened that door you begged me for, right when you asked. You would have stepped under a roof already cracking with compromise. When the ceiling fell, they would have blamed you, and the scar would have etched itself across your confidence. Or you would have been celebrated publicly before your boundaries had backbone, and flattery would have rented rooms in your house. Or you would have been placed under a leader who liked your shine but not your soul, and the slow erosion of dignity would have made you cynical. I could not allow that. I loved you too much to hand you a crown that hit a collar. So when the budget froze, I was thawing something in you that money cannot buy. Integrity under pressure. When the restructure pushed you sideways, I was training you to lead without title. When the project was canceled, I was rerouting you from a dead-end launch to a living work. When the competitor copied your format, I was teaching you that your value is not in the packaging, but in the well I dug inside you. Nothing was wasted. Not the meeting you didn't attend. Not the email no one replied to. Not the skill you learned while no one watched. not the courage you practiced on quiet days. Breathe, my child. Release the accusation you have carried against your own life, that you are late, that you have been benched, that others stole your place. Say it with me. I am not late. I am aligned. I am not benched. I am being built. I am not passed over. I am being preserved. Let that confession settle into your bones. Feel how it changes your posture, how it stops the frantic calculations, how it frees your eyes to see the work in front of you and the whisper within you. You ask, how will I know when it is time? You will know because the peace I have trained into your nervous system will guide you more than the noise around you. You will know because the same restraint I have taught you in the waiting will accompany you in the winning. You will not need to force, to pry, to leak, to lobby for rooms I have written your name upon. You will not have to outtalk a watcher. You will outlast their schemes by obeying my sequence. Your cue will not come from their curiosity. It will come from my instruction. And when I say move, the way will be open, not just a crack, but a corridor. Keep moving quietly in this meantime. Not timidly, quietly. There is a difference. Walk with a steady step. Finish the assignment in your hands. Strengthen the systems under your care so that when I lift you, nothing collapses from neglect. Gather your wins, document your learnings, steward your relationships with honor, sharpen your craft without announcement. This is not hiding in fear. This is positioning in wisdom. I am building a foundation that promotion cannot shake, a humility that applause cannot swell, a discernment that flattery cannot thin. My beloved, now that you can see the purpose of the delay, feel the gratitude rise where grief once sat. Thank me for the doors I closed. Bless me for the rooms you never entered. Praise me for the invitations you never received. I spared you from sprints that end in collapse, from circles that congratulate and then consume, from mentors who manufacture dependence. I led you instead by a quieter road where your roots could thicken and your ear could tune to me. And hear this promise as we turn the page together. The same hand that protected you in delay will promote you without debate. I will lift you in a way that does not require announcements. I will arrange what watchers cannot manipulate and place you where their metrics cannot block. They will learn, not because you broadcast, but because I move. Child, rest here for a moment. The next breath we take together, I will begin to show you how I elevate in silence, and how you will walk into it with peace. My beloved child, lean in. I am ready to show you what I meant when I said I will elevate you in silence. Listen closely. I am the one who determines outcomes. I open doors no coworker can shut, and I close doors no rumor can pry open. I turn locks with keys no committee holds. I bend timelines without asking calendars for permission. I soften hearts or harden resistance according to a wisdom higher than politics. When I promote, it is not vulnerable to gossip. When I protect, it is not fragile under pressure. Do not ignore this. Your obedience in this moment will unlock what I am already arranging. Silent promotion does not arrive with trumpets. It arrives as a shift you feel before anyone can explain it. Suddenly the same room that scanned you for weakness begins to seek you for wisdom. Eyes that overlooked you start to look for you. Emails that used to trickle arrive with requests that match the shape of your gift. Conversations turn when you enter, not with fanfare, but with focus. Your name appears in agendas you did not build. Your work is referenced by leaders who have never had coffee with you. I whisper your name in rooms you have not stepped into, and a question rises on a leader's heart. Who is the steady one we can trust with this? Without you lobbying, your file surfaces. Without you forcing, your influence is requested. Silent promotion looks like sudden alignment. A leader who once seemed distant will see you clearly. The search they thought required an outsider will end at your desk. A project kept on ice will thaw with your appointment to lead it. A burden I placed in your heart long ago will meet budget, timing, and a yes you did not manufacture. A connection that felt random, one hallway hello, one lunch rescheduled 3 times, will become a hinge. Someone you served years back will speak a single sentence at the right table, and it will swing the door toward you. No announcement, no campaign, just the right words from the right mouth into the right ear, and favor will do what striving could not. Silent promotion looks like strategic introductions you did not arrange. The mentor you needed will appear by way of a casual introduction that lands like an answer. The colleague who seemed unreachably brilliant will ask for your perspective and then keep asking. The policy that blocked you will be reinterpreted in your favor without you arguing for it. The deadline that would have crushed you moves. The audit that intimidated everyone passes over your area with commendation, not because you compromised, but because you were faithful when no one was applauding, and I decided it was time for fruit to testify quietly on your behalf. Hear me. Let fruit speak. Let humility be your shield. You do not need to broadcast what I am doing. You do not need to drop hints or lace your updates with subtext. You do not need to clap back with coded captions that only the initiated can decode. The work itself, your consistency, your clarity, your kindness under pressure, will speak in a vocabulary that watchers cannot refute. The more you try to announce, the more attention you invite to the process I am conducting in peace. Protect the process by preferring quiet. Protect the favor by choosing low posture. When you move low, I move high. When you take the lower seat, I tap the shoulders that arrange higher seats. Humility makes you uncatchable to traps that feed on pride. Humility covers you like a cloak while I escort you past the eyes set on your downfall. I hear your fear. What if they sabotage me? What if they twist this? What if they poison the room before I get there? Child, I am not naive about schemes. I expose what hides in shadow without requiring you to tear anything down. I can make a careless sentence reveal a plot in the safest way possible. I can surface an email at the precise moment that frees you without embarrassing you. I can cause conflicting stories to tangle themselves until truth stands simple and clear. I reroute what is blocked. I take what is yours on a detour that teaches you patience and returns to you with interest. I turn delays into demonstrations of my timing. I defend you without chaos. I do not need a spectacle to secure your future. No rumor will pry open what I have closed around you, and no rumor will seal shut what I am opening for you. If a mouth rises up, I tie it with circumstance. If a hand reaches to pull you down, I occupy it with its own work. If a net is hidden on the path, I change your route a half step before your foot falls. Even when it looks like the scheme is succeeding, I am only allowing enough rope for character to reveal itself. I am the God who can use the enemy's plan to build your platform of integrity. Yes, I said integrity, because that is the stage I am crafting beneath your feet, and no wind of office weather can blow it down. Breathe, my child. Feel calm return. Feel your jaw loosen and your shoulders lower. As I steady you, you will sleep again. You will not wake at 3 a.m. rehearsing conversations that never happen. You will not stack imaginary defenses to present to rooms that don't deserve your energy. I am bringing order to your inner world. You will sense peace flowing through your meetings like a quiet river. I will seat you at tables and keep your heart from racing. You will speak when I nudge, and you will be content to listen when I hold your voice. You will be present to the work in front of you rather than performing for the eyes beside you. Peace is not the absence of watchers. It is the presence of my hand on your back while they watch. Understand this. Favor that requires constant explanation is not favor you can trust. The favor I give is self-evident over time. It does not cry out for recognition. It produces results that align with truth. It builds people, not only profiles. It steadies teams, not only headlines. It leaves you with more of yourself, not less. This is the favor I am placing on you. It will not make you frantic. It will not make you grasp. It will feel like right sizing, a garment tailored to the shoulders I have strengthened. And child, as I lift you, keep your hands open. Practice quiet gratitude. Write the thank you notes I prompt, seen and unseen. Document what I do, not for display, but for stewardship. Finish what you start. Show up early with your spirit aligned to serve. Be kind in hallways, not calculating. Do not pre-celebrate in ways that tempt sabotage and mock humility. Wait until I complete a thing before you mention it, and even then, mention it with honor, not bravado. Your restraint is not fear. It is wisdom preserving momentum. Guard your circle. Share details only with those I have sanctioned for this stretch. Those who can carry your heart without stirring your ego. Resist the flattery tasks that steal your focus in exchange for temporary applause. Say no with a steady kindness that confuses confusion. Say yes to the assignments I mark with peace, even if they are quiet and unseen at first. Keep a Sabbath for your soul. Step away from rooms that speak too loudly to your insecurity and return to the place where my voice calibrates you. In this way, humility will be more than posture. It will be practice, and practice becomes protection. You will notice as I move you that not everyone will understand. Some will ask for explanations you do not owe. Some will craft stories to make sense of what I am doing. Answer with grace and with brevity. You are not required to convert every skeptic. You are assigned to be faithful. Leave curiosity unsatisfied where it seeks access without covenant. Leave hunger unfed where it only wants proximity to favor, not partnership with character. This is part of silent promotion. Holding your peace when you could prove a point. Holding your joy when you could gloat. Holding your boundaries when you could buy acceptance with secrets. You will lose nothing by honoring these lines. In truth, you will gain everything that lasts. I am sending allies even now. A gatekeeper who values substance over show will clear your path. An administrator with eyes for detail will anchor your execution. A peer with courage will stand beside you when pressure builds. An elder voice will offer you cover when your voice must remain measured. I orchestrate teams around the assignments I give. You do not have to cobble together your own safety. I am your covering, and I place coverings around you. Look again at the corridor I promised. Watch how the doors open in sequence as you approach. Not a chaotic burst, but a measured procession. Left and right, watchers will stand. They will see, they will speculate, they will be unable to hinder. Their understanding of timing will fail them because they cannot predict my hand. You will walk, eyes forward, heart at rest, steps ordered. Each threshold will confirm what I am telling you now. I can elevate you quietly. Your favor does not require public explanation. Now hear this final instruction as we prepare to step. With promotion comes responsibility. I am not just giving you a title. I am entrusting you with people, with culture, with stewardship that shapes futures. Favor requires form. Influence requires integrity. To carry this well, you must adopt a new code. Disciplined boundaries, consistent character, excellence that does not swing with moods, kindness that does not collapse under pressure, and a quiet confidence rooted in who I say you are. We will write this code together. Keep your heart open and your pen ready, because in the next breath I will lay these guardrails in your spirit so that what I lift you into, you will live through with grace. My precious child, listen closely. We will write this code together now, line by line, breath by breath, because your protection is practical. I am moving behind the scenes, but I am also shaping how you move in the scene. Favor without form is fragile. So I give you a form that holds you steady while I lift you. Receive these guardrails as gifts, not as cages. They do not shrink your influence, they preserve it. They do not silence your voice, they refine it. They do not limit your joy, they keep it from leaking out through needless wounds. Take my hand, we begin. Stay humble, stay consistent, stay kind, stay firm. Remember these as a rhythm, a cadence that steadies you when rooms turn loud and eyes grow sharp. Humility is not self-erasure. It is running every victory through gratitude until pride has nothing left to eat. Consistency is not rigidity. It is faithfulness to what is right even when moods and weather change. Kindness is not people-pleasing. It is strength that refuses cruelty as a strategy. Firmness is not aggression. It is clarity that honors boundaries without apology. Say them with me in your heart. Humble, consistent, kind, firm. This is your new code. Now, boundaries, child. Draw your lines in love before pressure draws them for you in panic. Limit personal disclosures. The workplace is not a confessional. It is a field of assignment. Share your heart with me first, and then with the few I have sanctioned to hold it. When a room has not earned your story, do not audition your soul there. You are not building intimacy. You are building trustworthiness. Guard your family details, your financial strains, your private grievances, even your joys that are still forming. Tell the truth that is needed for the task, no more. Each withheld overshare is not distance. It is discretion building a wall of peace around your promise. Document wisely. After meetings, send clean summaries, capture decisions, ownership, and timelines with clarity and kindness. Write what matters without edge or accusation. Keep records that bless the work and protect your integrity. Documentation is not distrust. It is stewardship of memory in a world that forgets conveniently. When accusations rise, clarity quiets storms. When credit is blurred, clarity brings honor without you having to fight for it. Let your notes be a gentle light, not a weapon, something that helps everyone see the road. Excellence remembers. Sloppiness invites confusion. Choose remembrance. Choose mentors carefully. Seek fruit over flash. Look for leaders whose private lives bear what their public words promise. Ask, do they make people better or merely busy? Do they steward trust or spend it? Child, mentorship is not about proximity to power. It is about alignment with purpose. Do not climb into a car just because it is moving fast. Confirm that its destination is the one I marked for you. Ask me to confirm with peace. Watch how they speak about absent people. If they trade in whispers, they will spend your name at their convenience. If they require flattery as payment, walk away. I will place voices over you that do not need to be impressed to bless you. Avoid gossip, even when it is dressed as concern. If a colleague brings you a story with no solution and plenty of spice, close the door gently. Say, let's honor them. If there is an issue, let's bring it to the right place. Redirect energy toward resolution or toward silence. Refuse the cheap intimacy of shared disdain. Gossip is a counterfeit bond that breaks when you need real protection. If someone gossips to you, they will gossip about you. Do not give them material. Do not vent downward. If you must process up with me first. Then with a wise covering who carries covenant, not curiosity. Your restraint here will save you from snares set with smiling bait. Excellence without striving. Learn this and you will sleep well. Do your work with integrity, not desperation. You are not chasing favor. You are walking in it. Prepare, do the diligence, check the numbers twice. Seek counsel where needed. Build the deck with clean lines and honest data, then release the outcome to me. Striving smells like panic and sounds like bragging. Excellence moves steady, speaks clean, and lets the work tell the story. Show up early in spirit, settled, prayed, focused, so you are not late in discernment. Finish what you start. If you promise, deliver. If you cannot deliver, communicate early and clearly. Excellence does not hide, it plans. Excellence does not blame, it learns. Excellence does not rush to be noticed. It continues to be reliable until notice becomes inevitable. Practice calm authority in speech. Fewer words, clearer words. No need to win every conversation. When questions come laced with bait, pause, breathe once. Ask a clarifying question, then answer the question asked, not the rumor beneath it, unless wisdom requires you to address the root. Speak in facts anchored to agreed commitments. We decided X, we will not do Y. Speak in timelines you can keep. I will confirm by 3 p.m. Speak in boundaries without apology. This is not appropriate for this setting. We can take it offline with the right people present. Do not fill awkward space with explanations that volunteer ammunition. Silence, when chosen with wisdom, is not weakness, it is mastery. Let your yes be clean. Let your no be kind. Let your tone carry peace that calms rooms more than volume ever could. Child, every time you resist oversharing, you strengthen the gates of your city. Every time you redirect gossip, you cleanse the air around your assignment. Every time you document with clarity, you build a hedge of truth around your work. Every time you keep your word without fanfare, you train heaven's algorithms to trust you with more. Obedience here is not small, it is strategic. This is how you partner with my protection. This is how you carry favor that watchers cannot puncture. Breakthrough is not only a moment, it is a series of ordinary obediences that stack like bricks into an unbreachable wall. Guard your time. Set hours and honor them. Rest is not a luxury, it is loyalty to your assignment. Exhaustion makes you vulnerable to flattery and careless with secrets. Schedule focus blocks to do deep work without performing presence. Decline meetings that ask you to trade mission for optics. Frame your no as stewardship. I'm at capacity and want to honor existing commitments. Remember, pressure that comes dressed as emergency is often an invitation to abandon wisdom. Do not let urgency colonize your calendar. I am not late. You are not behind. Choose pace with me. Curate your inputs. Reduce noise that inflames envy or insecurity. Not every channel deserves your attention. Not every update requires your reaction. Consume what feeds your craft and your character, not what stirs your comparison. Celebrate others genuinely, but do not measure yourself with their metrics. Your path is precise. Your timing is set. I am writing a story in you that cannot be rushed by trends. Steward your body because your body carries your assignment. Hydrate, move, sleep. Eat with intention. This is not vanity, this is vitality for wisdom. A rested mind hears me faster. A calm nervous system recognizes traps before they masquerade as opportunities. Do not wait for collapse to honor your limits. Limits are sacred. They signal where you must lean on me and where you must invite team. Excellence scales through systems and shared load, not heroics that burn you out and leave your character frayed. Hold your boundaries with gentle hands and a steel core. When someone presses for details that do not belong to them, smile and pivot. When a leader asks you to compromise integrity, appeal to principle clearly and respectfully. When a peer attempts to triangulate you into conflict, refuse the geometry and bring issues to the table with the right people present. When flattery attempts to buy access to your strategy, trade it for process. Submit the request through the channel. This is not coldness, this is order protecting peace. You ask, what if they call me difficult? Let them call your boundaries names. I call them wisdom. I call you steady. I call you trustworthy. I call you mine. Your identity is not on trial in their conversations. Your obedience to me is the verdict. You do not have to soften your no to be lovable. You do not have to harden your heart to be respected. Stand soft in spirit and firm in line. Watch how peace follows you down hallways and into negotiation rooms. Now breathe, child. Feel how this code is not a burden but a blessing. It removes performative weight. It narrows your focus to what truly matters. It makes space for me to do what only I can do behind the scenes. You will notice this week that choices become clearer. You will feel a nudge before a trap. You will sense when to speak and when to stay silent. You will know whom to invite near and whom to bless from a distance. Each time you obey that nudge, the path widens. Each time you choose discipline over display, favor settles more securely on your shoulders. I am about to lead you from hearing into doing. This message must become a spiritual practice in your body, in your calendar, in your sentences. In a moment, I will settle your breath and quiet the static running through your system so that discernment sharpens and obedience feels natural. Place your hand on your chest, my beloved. Feel the steady rhythm I have kept through every season. I am here. I am covering you. As you take in these next breaths, invite me to write this code on the tablets of your heart. Whisper your yes, not loud, not for show, but real. The next stretch of our walk will be marked by embodied peace, practical wisdom, and right timing. Stay with me. We are stepping into stillness now, where my voice grows even clearer and your confidence finds its quiet strength. Breathe, my child, right here, right now. Slow your pace with me. Inhale gently through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. Exhale softly for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale peace, hold, exhale pressure. Let the air be my hand moving across your shoulders, lifting what you're meeting stacked there. Let the breath be my river washing the grit of the commute from your chest, rinsing the break room residue from your nervous system. You do not have to carry yesterday into this moment. You do not have to bring the last stare, the last email, the last insinuation into this sacred breath. I am here. I am covering you. Let your jaw unclench. Let your tongue rest from the roof of your mouth. Let your brow smooth. Let your belly soften. Your body has been loyal to your watchfulness. Now let it be loyal to my peace. My precious child, you are safe with me. Hear me until the lie dissolves. You are safe with me. You do not have to monitor every face to be protected. You do not have to hear every whisper to be defended. You do not have to stay hypervigilant to stay employed in my purpose. I am the one watching the watchers. I am the one listening beneath the surface of words. I am the one who sees the beginning and the end of every meeting before you step into the room. Release the duty you assigned yourself to anticipate every angle. That duty was born from wounds I am healing. Let me carry what only I can carry, and let your body learn a new baseline, calm, not braced, attentive, not anxious, alert, not alarmed. Ask your heart with me, gently and honestly. What are you afraid they will discover? Say it out loud if you can. Name the fear hiding behind your scan of the room. Is it the fear of not knowing enough? The fear of being misunderstood? The fear of being excluded? The fear of being seen and still not chosen? Bring it into the light. Now, another question. Why do you feel you must explain your next step? Who taught you that permission is the price of peace? Who convinced you that justification keeps you safe? My beloved, explanations have become your armor, and it is heavy. It creaks. It keeps you hot and tired. Let it slip from your shoulders now. You do not need to over-explain to be obedient. You do not need to narrate my leading to those I have not assigned to shepherd your heart. Listen closely. I will manage what you cannot control. You manage your obedience. Give me the timelines you cannot bend, the perceptions you cannot perfect. the policies you cannot rewrite. Place them in my hands where they stop bruising yours. In return, take up what is yours. Truthful work, clean boundaries, gentle words, timely follow-through, the quiet courage to say neither more nor less than what wisdom permits. This holy exchange is where your nervous system learns rest. The world trained you to sprint. I am training you to stride. The world trained you to perform. I am rooting you to be. Feel this now. Another breath. Inhale until your ribs expand. Hold. Exhale until your shoulders drop. Can you sense the shift? Peace settling into your chest like a weighted blanket that finally fits. Clarity clearing your mind like morning light, lifting fog from a field. Steadiness entering your words so they land calmly even when rooms are tight. This is not a trick of atmosphere. This is my presence ordering what panic scattered. With each slow exhale, anxiety loses a seat at your table. With each unhurried inhale, discernment takes its place. I am rewiring your reflexes. When an email arrives with more heat than care, your fingers will pause before replying, and you will feel my nudge. Wait. When a colleague asks a question wrapped in bait, your breath will give you space to ask a clarifying question. When a leader watches you without affirmation, your heart will not sprint for approval. It will rest in identity. I call you chosen. I call you steady. I call you mine. Your body is not your enemy. It is the vessel I chose for this assignment. Together we will teach it the rhythm of my kingdom, slow to anger, rich in mercy, decisive in truth. Child, take this practice into your day. Before each meeting, place your hand on your chest and whisper, "Peace, be still." Breathe once before you speak and twice before you answer a loaded question. Step outside for 2 minutes between rooms and let your eyes find a patch of sky. Let your gaze expand to remind your brain that your world is larger than the last conversation. Drink water, stretch your neck. These simple obediences are not small, they are spiritual. Your physiology is a doorway through which my peace walks into rooms ahead of your words. Stop rehearsing imaginary defenses in the shower. Stop spending your commute building arguments. For rooms I have not called you to persuade. Those rehearsals anchor your body to battles I have already won in silence. Do you see? When you are calm, you can hear me. When you are calm, you can obey quickly without leaking energy into explanations. When you are calm, you choose words that are few and true. You do not overpromise. You do not undercut yourself with nervous qualifiers. Calm is not passivity. It is power under governance. Let peace be the governor. Let me ask you again, softer this time. What are you afraid they will discover? Bring it to me. If it is a gap, I will train you. If it is a flaw, I will heal you. If it is a past mistake, I will redeem you. If it is simply their dislike, I will insulate you. Your safety does not live in their opinion. Your safety lives in my promise. Breathe that in. Exhale the urge to fix what is not yours. Now, beloved, from this steadied place, lift your face. The trembling is quieting. Your breath is smooth. Your thoughts are lined up like well-ordered files. This is the moment you are ready to pray, not for revenge, not for the display of your vindication, not for fireworks that prove a point, but for favor wrapped in wisdom, for the kind of promotion with clean hands and a clear conscience, for right timing that preserves you and builds others. We will ask for covering that cannot be copied, for discernment that detects traps without drama, for courage to walk through the doors I open without announcing your steps. We will pray from peace, not panic, from trust, not thirst, from identity, not insecurity. Stay here with me for one more breath. Inhale mercy, exhale haste, inhale discernment, exhale defense. Feel how my presence settles the waters inside you until they mirror my face. Still, clear, faithful. From here, your ears are open. From here, your mouth is measured. From here, your steps are sure. Now we will speak together, and what we ask will align with what I am already doing. Ready, child, let us pray. My precious child, do not rush past this doorway. Do not minimize this holy appointment. You did not arrive here by chance. I guided you to this precise breath because your obedience in this moment will unlock what anxiety could never wrestle open. I am near. I am listening. I am ready to answer. Open your heart and your hands. Let us pray together now. Say this with me out loud if you can. Father, I receive your peace. I refuse the counsel of panic. I welcome your wisdom into my mind, your courage into my chest, your timing into my steps. Order me now. Listen closely, beloved, and echo the words I give you. Pray them with weight, not with hurry. Pray them as keys that fit the locks I have set before you. Say, God of all discernment, train my eyes. Let me recognize motives without suspicion and see traps without fear. Teach me to notice the questions that carry hidden hooks and to answer with truth that does not tangle. Give me the instinct to pause when silence is holy, to speak when clarity is mercy, to redirect when gossip seeks my agreement. Place a guard at my lips. Make my words few and faithful, clean and timely. Now ask me for counsel that's safe. Say, lead me to counsel that protects, not preys, that covers, not collects, that loves covenant more than gossip. Close my ears to flattery disguised as friendship. Open my ears to mentors who bear fruit in private. Align my heart with voices you have assigned, and give me peace as confirmation. Child, I am placing angels at your side. Agree with me. Say, Lord, surround my workplace with your covering. Assign angels to stand at the thresholds, at the meeting doors, at the project gates, at the inbox, where misinterpretation tries to multiply. Defend me from misrepresentation. Dismantle the narratives built on half-truths. Let every hidden sabotage be exposed gently, early, and without spectacle. Let malicious plans fizzle before they find oxygen. Hide me in the shelter of your favor while you reorder the room. Ask me for favor without performance. Say, grant me favor that does not require me to sell my soul or spend my peace. Let my work speak with quiet integrity. Let my diligence be seen by the right eyes at the right time. Give me grace with decision makers, patience with peers, and generosity with those who strain me. Let my name be carried by your wind, not by my striving. Now we will pray for character, because favor is safest when carried by discernment and obedience. Say, form me, Lord. Keep me humble in success, patient in delay, excellent without striving, kind without naivety. Strip from me the need to be the loudest or the first. Build in me the habit of showing up, following through, and telling the truth even when it costs. Make me quick to listen, slow to speak, and slower to take offense. Let my firmness honor boundaries and my gentleness disarm tension. Bring your heart to me here. Say, I forgive those who have watched me with ill intent, who questioned my integrity, who benefited from my labor while withholding credit. I release them into your justice and your mercy. I refuse bitterness. I pull up resentment by the root and place it in your hands. Clean my heart of rehearsed defenses and quiet vendettas. Give me clean hands and a clear conscience as I walk forward. Now let us ask for timing. My timing preserves you. My timing protects you from rooms that would crush you and seats that would warp you. Say, Father, align me with your calendar. Open the doors that are mine. Close the doors that are not. I surrender interviews, approvals, projects, contracts, budgets, raises, and leadership opportunities to you. If it is right, let it come without contortion. If it is wrong, let it fade without chaos. Deliver me from politics dressed as promotion and from platforms that demand my peace as payment. appoint advocates I did not see, and prepare tables I did not lobby for. We will pray over specifics now. Speak them, child. Name the meeting that is coming. Name the decision you await. Name the manager whose affirmation you crave. Name the project that keeps shifting beneath your feet. Bring each one to me. Then say, Lord, order the conversation, order the agendas, order the unseen rooms where my name may be spoken. Grant me the wisdom to prepare well and the courage to release outcomes I cannot control. Let data be honest, timelines realistic, and expectations clear. Keep me from volunteering information that endangers my future. Teach me to wait before I announce, to move before I explain, to obey before I seek applause. Hear me. I am the one who vindicates without spectacle. I am the one who promotes without permission slips. I am the one who closes certain doors because behind them waits a storm not meant for you. Trust my hand even when it looks like delay. Trust my no when it protects your yes. Trust the pace I set when others sprint to be seen. Now say, I choose trust over hurry. I choose peace over proving. I choose to plant deep roots and let you decide the speed of my rise. Ask for covering on your commute, your correspondence, your conversations. Say, cover me in cars and hallways, in break rooms and boardrooms, in calendar invites and unexpected drop-ins. Let my emails carry clarity. Let my notes memorialize truth. Let my tone be calm authority. Let my posture be quiet confidence. Shield me from triangulation. Give me the grace to take concerns to the right place with the right people. Teach me to bless from a distance when closeness is costly. Let me be a thermostat, not a thermometer, setting peace instead of absorbing chaos. Now ask me to bless your team. Promotion in my kingdom lifts more than one. Say, bless my leaders with wisdom and accountability. Bless my peers with generosity and growth. Bless those I lead with vision and safety. Make our work excellent and our culture clean. Remove what corrodes. Plant what builds. Let our wins be honest and our losses instructive. Let credit be shared and responsibility embraced. Let the work we do serve people, not just numbers. We will ask for provision that matches purpose. Say, provide resources, staff, tools, and time according to the size of the assignment you gave me. If you enlarge my territory, enlarge my capacity and my support. If you keep me hidden for a season, deepen my skill, refine my speech, and lengthen my patience. I reject comparison. I anchor to calling. Now listen, child, and make this vow before me. Your words shape the path you will walk. Say, I will move quietly. I will not reveal this yet. I will trust you with my next step. I will guard my words. I will answer wisely. I will release bitterness. I will refuse gossip. I will choose holy restraint. I will obey your timing. I will do the work well and leave the outcome to you. Feel my presence strengthening you even now. Within the next days, you will notice subtle shifts. Emails softening, meetings leveling, a sense of insulation where you felt exposed, a nudge to withhold a sentence that would have cost you later, a sudden clarity to walk through a door. I open without fanfare. Do not dismiss these mercies as coincidence. They are the fruit of this prayer and the proof of my hand. We are not finished until we seal this in trust. Say, Father, I place a seal over my heart, my reputation, my work. What you open, no one can shut. What you bless, no watcher can curse. Hide me in your wisdom, clothe me in your favor. Keep me from pride when praised and from despair when overlooked. Let my life be an altar, my work an offering, my promotion a testimony to your faithfulness. Lead me and I will follow. In your name, amen. My beloved child, breathe once more. Peace in, pressure out. You are covered, you are guided, you are protected. You are being promoted in ways that require no announcement. Walk back into your day with the calm of one who is carried, and as an act of public agreement, type Amen as your yes to this prayer. Share this word with someone who needs workplace discernment, a colleague, a friend, a leader under pressure, so that what covered you may begin to cover them. I am with you in the halls and in the hidden places. I am the God who sets right timing and keeps you steady while I move behind the scenes. Now go in quiet confidence, obey, and watch what I do.